Welcome back to Out of the Rough. I'm with Jim Harmon. Jim Harmon, a good friend of American Family Funding and certainly an entrepreneur, hardworking individual, California Pest Management, and an expert when it comes to pest control. Jim, I want to ask you, what are the major challenges homeowners, businesses are running into? What's the biggest irritant, vermin that they're running into?
Lately, we can look at a bunch of different markets. The first market would be in the homeowners. They're seeing a lot of gopher problems. Why are the gophers becoming such an issue nowadays? We've lost a couple chemicals that we can't use anymore, and we have to go to alternative products that don't really work as well. You'll see a lot more of the companies starting to trap the gophers instead of using the chemicals we used to use because we don't have them. Costs are going to go up, and we're going to see gophers coming out like crazy. This is going to destroy your lawn. Go to xeriscaping. It's only really yeah, the easiest way to.
Well, wait a second. I saw a show one time where the guy took the hose and put it into the ground and turned it on and then watered.
That's called Caddyshack.
When he tried to get rid of the gophers.
Doesn't work like that as nicely.
So other than xeriscaping, are there other ways to mitigate it?
Trapping.
Trapping.
And homeowners can do that themselves, or they can contract with somebody to come out. And when you select a trapping company, they should charge you to come out up front. Because that just makes sense. They're taking their time and their gas. They need to be paid for their time. And so if they're not charging up front, be a little bit concerned.
Because there's going to be something on the back
there's some
end.
at the back end they're going to get you on. Normally it's a small charge up front, $75 to $100 is about what I'm seeing in the market, and then $20 to $25 per animal removed. That's a fair way to do it, and that's what you want to look for. Be wary of the people that come in and just say, we're going to get rid of all your gophers, you're never going to have them again. As soon as those traps are removed, you can have them come in the next day.
Yeah, they're right back. They're right back. We mentioned it earlier, bed bugs.
Yes. Bed bugs have come on.
What is a bed bug?
Bed bug is Simex species. This is a type of plant, it's sucking insect that's a parasite on humans. You remember years ago when you and I were real young, our parents would put us to bed and say, good night, honey, don't let the bed bugs bite. That was from the 20s.
I still say that.
Yeah, okay, well, it's appropriate nowadays again. Bed bugs, when DDT came around in World War II, we knocked the heck out of them, and they literally vanished from the scene. Then, we haven't seen them in the United States for a long time. Now we're seeing a lot more traveling international in the last 10 to 20 years. In the rest of the world, they're still dealing with bed bugs. They were using extremely nasty chemicals, and they've been setting these bed bugs up to be resistant to our products that we're already using. Now, they hitch a ride, they come over, they get in the hotels. We travel internationally. People are coming over from the Middle East, India, Pakistan, where we have a lot of bed bug issues. They're bringing them with them. And now they're in our hotels. We're seeing them in our dorms. Back in 2005, I was actually seeing bed bug issues. They started showing up in Southern California back then. The treatments, right now, it's everybody's guess. The number one treatments for bed bugs, if you do have them, someone should charge you first to inspect your house or your apartment. Make sure you have to pay them to do that. If you're not, again, on the back end, you're going to get it sooner or later, because it takes an hour to 2 hours to do a good inspection. So it takes some time and takes a lot of background and experience. When they're coming in, they're doing the treatment, it's either traditional treatments, we literally take the house apart and treat everything. Walls, carpet, everything's treated. There's some new products, one of them called Circle CX. It's made from neem trees, so it's actually a plant-based material that works wonderful. We can actually spray it on your clothes and your mattress, and it's perfectly safe. It does wonderful for bed bugs, but you only get 2 weeks control. You can heat them, and be wary of those guys that are out there heating. They need to have the proper equipment, not space heaters don't do the work. Last is fumigation. The traditional, like for your termites, where they tarp the house and they shoot it with Vicane or another product. Make sure you're getting the right product being done and a guarantee. If the guarantee you're getting is more than 30 days, be wary, because we can't guarantee more than a couple weeks that someone's not going to bring another bed bug back in.
And wait, how do you know if you have them? I mean, do you really start itching, or is it something you can see?
You can see the bed bugs. They grow up to about the size of a dime.
Huh?
Yeah. They'll be about the size of a dime. So everyone knows the size of a dime. That's an adult, and when they're engorged, they're bright red and they're big. And they will hide around your mattress in the cracks and crevices of your room up to 25 to 30 feet away from the bed. The young ones are almost invisible. They look like seeds, and that's about as best as you can describe it. The young still have to feed. They go through 5 life stages to become an adult. The female, she's inseminated by the male, then she goes off by herself and lays eggs. The eggs are incredibly hard to find, and that's the biggest problem we run into. One female can lay up to a couple hundred eggs. So each egg is one bed bug. And then if half of those are females, it goes on and on.
It goes on and on. So you really have to keep an eye on it. If you have a challenge with that, go see an expert.
Yes, like us.
Exactly. What markets do you serve?
We cover all of Southern California, Orange County, Riverside, San Bernardino, Los Angeles, all the way up through Simi Valley. We'll go up to Santa Barbara if someone wants to pay us to it. All the way up here through Santa Clarita also. Yeah. We cover a wide variety. And we're all over the place literally every day.
Well, you're one of the nicest guys I know. You're one of the most successful entrepreneurs I know, and I just was excited to get you on and really talk about these challenges, but also look at positive solutions when you do have pest problems. So thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Harmon from California Pest Management Incorporated. We're going to jump to a quick break and we'll be right back.